Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Ana Asana here. I am in the beautiful Havasupai in the Grand Canyon, and I've been hiking for 2 days. So today's yoga session is going to be dedicated to hikers, to anybody that has been walking or running a lot and has very sore legs and hamstrings. So today we're going to target those muscle groups. But before that, I want to show you the view because it's immaculate. Waterfall. Havasu Falls. Ow. So let's get started. We're gonna start in Vajrasana, sitting on our heels as you enjoy the view. Taking your time to arrive in your mat with presence. Feel free to take a seated yogi if this is too intense right now. And finding a moment of stillness in this asana. Connecting to the breath. Perhaps setting an intention for the session. Maybe it's to care for your body or put some discomfort at ease. Start breathing into that intention, maybe bringing awareness to any area of tension today. Noticing without judgment, thanking your muscles for their growing pains. An invitation to now notice any area of extreme comfort or ease. Maybe pendulating back and forth between the discomfort, the comfort, and anything in between, knowing there's always room for both. Let's take one deep breath, filling in the belly, the chest, the shoulders, letting the air leave through the mouth and exhaling with a big sigh out. As you reach your hands behind the back for a seated cow, clasping the fingers together, chest opening up, drop the back of the head facing the sky. Exhale for a seated cat, rounding the spine, chin drops to the chest, fingers clasped together. And inhale, fingers come behind the back, chest pulls out. Exhale, chin to chest, around the spine. And just one more on each end, opening the chest with an inhale, exhaling and closing in, protracting those shoulder blades. On the exhale, drop the chest down to the mat for child's pose. Extend the arms, reaching the top of the mat. Find comfort. Notice discomfort. Breathe into it. 5 full breaths here. Lifting the fingertips, walk the hands to the right side of the mat or outside of the mat. Rest the chest. Find 5 breaths, inhaling, breathing into the belly, exhaling. Find gratitude in this moment. Exhale out and walk the hands to the left side of the mat. Relax the chest. Intention reminder. 5 full breaths. Notice the tip of the nose. And last exhale, walk the hands back to the center and towards the legs again, lifting the chest. We're going to tuck the toes. As you lift the chest off the mat, we're going to walk our hands to the right and left, just hovering the chest down, side to side. We want to open up our side body to move into a version of camel pose here. When you're ready, you're going to plant the right hand next to the feet, perhaps engaging the hips forward on the knees and slowly reaching the left hand up. Exhale and switch sides, bringing the left hand behind the left foot or next to the left foot and lifting the right hand up. Take your time slowly integrating the hips forward. When you're ready, inhale and switch sides, doing this 2 or 3 times on each side. Remember to exhale on your way down, maybe dropping the hips back to the heels and inhaling as you lift up, open the chest. Find the breath. Squeeze and engage the glutes wherever you are. Option to move into a full expression of camel by placing both hands on your heels, squeezing the glutes and pushing the hips forward to engage the quads deeper, or staying in this same exact expression of camel, switching back and forth, one hand at a time. Maybe if you are in full expression of camel, switching back and forth between both hands or keeping both hands strapped onto the heel. On the exhale, let's make our way back into child's pose and transition into a tabletop. Push the palms away from the mat, finding a cat. Separate those shoulder blades, round the spine. And inhale for cow, drop in the belly, shoulder blades come together, face towards the sky. Breathing in naturally, dropping into your cow, and breathing out naturally as you round the spine. Make space here for some intuitive spinal movements. Maybe rounding the spine in circles, pushing the hips out side to side. Take this moment to notice the lower back, shoulders, and explore. We're going to explore. We're going to notice in our body what feels good and explore the edges of discomfort. Maybe transitioning from child's pose to tabletop or child's pose to cat. Let yourself play for a moment. One more breath. And exhale out, pushing the body back into a downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet, really targeting the calf muscles here, taking your time. Bending, exaggerating the bend on each knee. Bend the right leg and push the mat with the ball of your hands away from you, reaching the left heel towards the mat. Switching sides. Bend in the left leg. And step the left foot halfway, bending the left knee and breathing as you shift the weight forward on the bent knee and push that right heel towards the mat. Let yourself explore here, breathing into that right calf muscle. Maybe shifting between your toes and your heel. Coming up on the tippy toes, slowly exhaling and dropping that right heel a little closer. Take an inhale, lift that left leg up into a 3-legged dog. Bend the knee and circle it out at the hip joint. If this is too intense, feel free to drop the knees down. Circle inward, circle outward. Exhale, drop the foot, downward dog, pedal and reset for a breath. Inhale, step halfway on the mat with your right foot this time, bending the right knee and breathing as you shift the weight forward on the knee and push that left heel towards the mat. Again, find that breath. Explore with the weight of the foot. Inhale and lift the right leg into a three-legged dog. Circle the hips, circling inward, circling outward. Option to drop the knees and circle. Exhale, step back into your downward dog, pedal and reset. Let's bring the feet close together and pedal. And bring the feet mat width apart and pedal. Bring the left foot towards the front of the mat, dropping the right knee. We're going to reach the heel towards the front of the mat and point the toes upwards, extending the left knee for a half split, shifting back and forth between a low lunge and a half split, finding some dynamic motions to just warm up that hip until you're ready to hold your half split. In your half split, you can choose to sit your glutes on your heel or keep the hips lifted. Options to have blocks underneath your hands, and invitation to point the toes towards the left, towards the right, towards the front. Bring the heel towards the front of the mat. Find your breath here, as it could get very intense, pendulating between some ease in the body, maybe the tip of the nose. Imagine a string attaching your chin to your toes. Now imagine it getting shorter with every exhale. Explore how that feels in your hamstrings and calves. Exhale as you shift the hips forward and bring the left hand over the right. Lizard pose. Option to stay on your hands or come down to your forearms. Find what works for your anatomy. Remember to breathe. And in moments of discomfort, find your intention. Come back to your center. Keep that left knee engaged. And when you're ready, let's frame the foot with our hands again to plant the right hand and lift the left hand up for a twist. Option to keep the right knee down or lift it off the mat. Take 2 breaths. You got this. Exhale and frame the foot. Inhale, lift the right leg upward, standing split this time. Crown of the head towards the mat. Notice if you can fully extend the left knee, or does it feel better with a slight bend? Keep the right toes pointed up, reaching them higher. String from the toes to the sky, getting shorter. Exhale, drop the right foot forward, fold. Hands to elbows, rock side to side. Find the breath. Reset here. And inhale, palm of the hands meet the soles of the feet, Padahastasana. Halfway lift if you can, extending the elbows, crown of the head towards the top of the mat. Forward fold, let the chest fall again. Bend the left knee here, maybe see if you can lift the toes. Bend the right knee, pushing the right hip out to the side. Explore here for a moment. Releasing your hands bind. Explore for a moment, bending left knee again and bending right knee. Release the hand bind very slowly, roll all the way up. Shake it off. Shake the legs, shakes the arms, shakes the hands. Shake it off, shake it off. And we're going to find a right side bend. Bring the right hand to the right side. Left hand reaches over to the right side as well. Exhale, drop the chest down as you switch sides. Going back and forth. Stretching the side body 4 times each side. Exhaling as you make your way down and inhaling as you lift and stretch to the side. Inhale, reach the hands up for an upward salute. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back into your downward facing dog. Inhale, step the right leg forward into your half split. Taking our time here to find the edge of that discomfort and then taking it back a notch. Pendulating between some ease in the body, maybe the tip of the nose. Find your breath. Explore with your heel. Explore with the toes. Explore extending the knee a bit further with each exhale. Shortening the string between the chin and the toes. Remember, you can drop your hips back or keep them floating up. Whatever feels good in your anatomy. And really find some dynamic motions with the toes to engage all of our ligaments in our calf muscle, in our shins, and even in our hamstrings here. Exhale and shift the hips forward. Bring the right hand towards the left side of the front foot, lizard pose. Option to stay on your hands or come down to your forearms. Keep the left knee engaged, pulling it in towards the body. Find your breath. Reframe the foot and reach that right hand up for a twist. Left hand is planted on the mat. Yogi's choice to lift the left knee off the mat. Take 2 breaths. You got this. Find one more breath here and exhale. Frame the foot and reach the left leg up for standing split. Crown of the head towards the mat. Reach and open up the hips. Exhale and bring the feet together. Padahastasana, palm of the hands to the feet. Taking some time, one more time to explore in this pose. Bending the left knee and moving the right toes up and down. Breathe into any discomfort. Pendulate between discomfort and comfort and the space between. Switching sides. Bending the right knee and moving the left toes up and down. Switch as needed. Release the hands and slowly roll up to an upward salute. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, half sun salutation, upward salute. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach up and exhale, hands to heart. We're going to end the session in a butterfly pose. Feet come together on the ground. Maybe moving your knees up and down. Leaning forward and leading with the belly button. Taking some breaths here. As we come into our final pose, feel free to drop the forehead towards the knees or placing a block here if you need it. Find some neck circles, coming back to that intention that you originally had. Coming back to a moment of stillness for an intention for the rest of the day if you want to change your intention. Let's take one deep breath together to end the class. Inhale deeply through the nose. Exhale, let it out. Feeling the shift in the body. Bringing our hands together in Namaskar Mudra. Finding gratitude to yourself for taking the time to restore and take care of your body. Thank you for joining me today in the canyons, the Grand Canyons. Hope your body is feeling much better. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.